Awesome. So welcome everybody to tonight. My name's Lee and I'm really excited to welcome you all to tonight's webinar. I know it means the world to Caroline to have all of you on here tonight. And for those that are watching the recording, welcome as well. So if you have any questions and you haven't used Zoom before, there is a chat box down below, or you can ask me any questions at the end, or reach out to Caroline as well, because I know I had heaps in the beginning when I first started. So I want to ask by asking you a simple question. So if it was coming to the end of your life and it was like really extraordinary and one that you were super proud of, what would matter to you more? First of all, being happy and healthy in yourself, or secondly, having a massive impact on the quality of people's lives around you. So feel free to put things in the chat if you want to as well. So I ask this question because I'm here to tell you that you don't need to pick between the two. You can have both. You can be super happy and healthy and also have a huge impact on the people around you by doing exactly that. So I've had the privilege of being in this business now for just on 5.5 years, where this grew from just me to now being able to share this with so many other people around the world. And I love doing these beautiful launch events because we get to help educate everyday people on what we do to help change the quality of your life as well, which is pretty exciting. So I know for me that there was two major stresses that people experience every single day that I talk to. One of them is financial struggles, and the other one is around health. So tonight we're going to teach you how to not only level up with your health, but also to create an additional income as well, just to be able to impact the people's lives around you. So we do that through aligning with an incredible wellness company called Juice Plus. And Juice Plus have been in business now for over 50 years, which blew my mind because I only found out about it 5.5 years ago. And the purpose of the company has always been to inspire healthy living around the world and to also build a stable and lasting company that helps many people realize their dreams, whatever big or small they are. So first of all, I'm going to hand you over now to Bianca, and she's going to share more about our beautiful products and our program. So I'll pass it over to you, B.
Hello. I actually love sharing about our products because honestly, they are the best products that I've ever come across. But I'm just going to quickly go through my quick story and then I'm going to go and talk about those as well. So with me, I actually have been on the products and the program now for just over 3 years. Before I started though, I think I actually said no to the products, I think about 12 months beforehand. I actually thought I was super healthy, didn't need any other sort of supplements or anything like that in my life, and well, I was definitely wrong. So with me, I was working really long hours with my previous job, and I was drinking 2 of the big energy drinks before lunchtime. I wouldn't have breakfast, and then my lunch probably wouldn't be the most nutritious meal for my health of my body. And then I would probably eat an all right meal for dinner, but I was just pretty burnt out and just very unhealthy. I ended up having dizzy spells at work as well. So something obviously really had to change. So I actually started my health journey about 6 months before I started on Juice Plus. So I cut out all that crap, was going to gym every day, trying to eat healthy, more fruits and vegetables, but I just still felt like there was something missing. So, I would wake up feeling super groggy in the morning, didn't want to get out of bed. I mean, of course, some days you still feel like that, right? But, it was really bad. No energy throughout the day. I had super brain fog, brain fog. And then, towards the end of the day, I started going downhill again, super tired, no motivation, napped pretty much as much as I could. Just wasn't really enjoying life really. So once I got onto these products, a couple of weeks in, I actually found that I had a lot more energy. Even my anxiety levels were starting to lower as well. And I actually found that I was even craving more fruits and vegetables. Not that I would actually eat a lot of them, but I was definitely bridging that gap there with the products that I was taking as well. So absolutely love that about our products as well. Even my hubby's is on the products now, as well as our daughter as well, and they are amazing. So with that, with our products, Juice Plus has a very high quality supplement range, and on the back of that, we've actually created a holistic health program to complement that and help our clients get the best results. So the program that we actually have is called the Vitality Hub. And we all know that it can be very confusing and overwhelming when starting a new health journey. So we've aimed to basically design our program to have everything in the one spot, which is awesome. So basically, we have a lot of recipes to help you enjoy cooking again. I actually love the recipes. My husband is actually quite fussy. So even the recipes that I cook from the program, he's actually like, well, I don't want to try that, but he'll try it, obviously. And then he actually loves it. We've got home workouts there that you can squeeze in with limited time. We've got Pilates and yoga, meditation to help you slow down and reduce stress. We also even have 8-week challenges to help target like all your weight loss goals or anything like that. And we've actually created a new 30-day challenge as well if 8 weeks is sort of too long for you to actually commit to. And we actually have a lot of the educational webinars as well to actually help you with like self-love and all that sort of stuff as well, which is great. So we're all about getting back to basics and nourishing your body and enabling you to make long-term sustainable changes as well, which is awesome. So the reason why we recommend the Juice Plus products alongside our program is because we actually know that fewer than 1 in 10 children and adults actually eat the recommended amount of vegetables. And we also know that we need more servings of fruit and vegetables every day. So Juice Plus is a great way to bridge that gap. So basically, these aren't actually designed to replace the food, but to pretty much bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. So I'd love to hear from you guys. So drop in the comments if you feel like you'd be getting the recommended servings of fruits and vegetables in your diet, which is around 7 to 10. So I think today, for myself, I've only had like a handful of berries and a banana. So for me, definitely not. I had a salad with dinner, which I didn't even end up eating. But so yeah, definitely drop in the chat if you do eat the recommended amounts of fruits and vegetables. The first products that we have, just give me 1 minute. Sorry, guys. So the first product that we actually have is our fruits, berries, and vegetable products that we have that you can see here. So it's literally, we've got fruits, vegetables, and then berries. So it's basically a whole food-based supplement that adds more natural antioxidants into your diet. So the whole foods are actually harvested at the peak of ripeness, so keeping all the nutrition intact. I actually like to think about these as an extra sort of 2 green smoothies or juices a day without the mess, fuss, or inconvenience, which is great for your kitchen. So Juice Plus actually runs one of the largest observational studies in the world. So where where children ages 4 through to 18 can actually receive the Juice Plus products for free for up to 4 years with a paying adult sponsor. Which is really great that, you can be on the products and then your kids can be on the products too for free. And the results coming out of the kids using the products is really incredible as well. Our next product that we have is our Omega blend, which is all your omega fatty acids. Basically support a broad array of health benefits as well, especially for your eyes and your brain, your central nervous system, even like your muscles and ligaments. Unfortunately, with omegas, what most people are lacking as well for us to live optimally. So basically, the only way we can get our essential fatty acids is through foods, because our body actually doesn't naturally produce it. So these are a great way to ensure that your body is getting what it actually needs in the way of good fats. Ours is also 100% plant-based as well, which means more sustainable than using fish. We basically skipped the fish and gone straight to the plant source, which is awesome. I actually don't have the powders with me today, but the final product that we have is a whole food powder. It comes in single packs as well, which is awesome. Come in chocolate and vanilla. They're also full plant-based as well. Protein with 17 added superfoods. They're vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy-free as well. It's a great source of fiber, low GI as well, and contains pre and probiotic ingredients. So you either shake it up in a shaker or add to a smoothie, use it in cooking, which I love to do with my pancakes or like my banana muffins or my oats as well. Absolutely love it for breakfast, or even just a quick little sugar cravings hit in the afternoon at 3 o'clock when you sort of start to feel like you're going down. Yeah, so I love those ones as well. I think the powders are actually most everyone's favorites. So Juice Plus is such a unique product as well for the fact that it's the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world, which is awesome. So no contaminants or pesticides or banned substances. So yeah, that is our product. So I'm going to hand that back over to Lee.
Thanks, B. That was a beautiful share. And you know what I loved about Juice Plus when I first started is that I actually thought that I was eating really well. I've lost 37 kilos all up, not all on this program, but before I started. And I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm totally rocking my health journey right now. But I still felt that there was something missing. I still didn't feel like I had like a huge amount of vitality, and my nails and my skin was still really dry. So even though I knew that I was eating well, I didn't feel or look as best as I thought that I could do. So these for me have been to just take my health to the next level, to add in foods and nutrients that I wasn't having in my normal diet. So what I wanted to share there is that the product affects everybody so differently. And definitely when you hear all of the beautiful stories that so many people have in this company, the body takes from Juice Plus what nutrition it needs to repair in your own body. And it's such an individual process as well. But what I know is that they're not a miracle pill. They're not going to grow you an extra arm or a leg. They're literally fruits and veggies. And I know the benefits of fruit and veggies in our diet. A couple of things that I do know is that fruits and veggies reduce inflammation. They increase our health and also our energy. So when we can increase all of this in not only our own diet, but also in our families, where sometimes they are lacking. I know that I have a very fussy child who's now 11. And, you know, just to be able to have the fruits and veggies going into their diet every day has been amazing. So when I found this, I just thought this is absolutely amazing. I'm also a beauty therapist, so I was just loving being able to recommend this to my beauty clients because it's amazing for hair, skin, and nails with the omegas and the berries. And when I found this amazing product, I thought, yes, like I can totally get paid to be able to use this on social media as well. So I wanted to switch gears a little bit and just talk for a couple of minutes on our actual business opportunity, which is why Caroline's here as well. So I'm going to get her to share her story in just a second. So our business model here with Juice Plus is really super unique. And it's our job as ambassadors of Juice Plus to be able to inspire healthy living around the world and also link arms with other like-minded people that would also love to build an income with you, whatever big or small that might be. And when I was shown this business model, I loved the whole concept of network marketing, but I had some fears and misconceptions about how it all worked. And the first thing was this actually a legitimate business? And this fear was definitely brought on by people in my life that had definitely very little knowledge of a business, let alone an online business. So they were, most of my friends and family all work traditional businesses 9 to 5. And they've never, not that I don't know anybody who's actually had a online business to be able to get any feedback from. So it was really a matter of educating myself and then educating other people on network marketing. And just, I realized that it's such a smart business model, especially for mums. It's so amazing. And the other thing was the cost for me. But I know that for $165 a year to run, there's no inventory, no overheads. And this was really great because we've got some people that come in here with really great work ethic and they get rewarded very quickly. But we've also got some people on our team who are just happy to go slow and just earn a little bit. So it's completely up to you how fast or slow you take it, because you can do this in stolen moments, like when you're watching TV or scrolling on social media, or you can run it as a full-time business, however you'd like to do it. So my other concern when I started was, how was I going to get clients? I had my beauty clients that were coming in through the door, but I didn't have a huge network on social media. I'm very much a face-to-face person. And, you know, it's always that thought of, oh my God, what are my friends and family going to think? I did used to do Tupperware quite a few years ago, but it was very different for me because it was party plan. It was going face-to-face. It wasn't really doing anything on social media. So when I educated myself, I realized that with the power of social media, I was able to go and meet and connect with other women who were just like me, who had the same interests, without really annoying too many of my friends and family. Sometimes I did, but yeah, not very many. So don't get me wrong, like heaps of my friends and family are on board because they've loved what they've seen, but the choice was theirs at the end of the day. So it's really just about educating, which is why we've come along to this event tonight. So we have a proven step-by-step training system, which is awesome. Weekly Zoom trainings, and you've got your own personal mentor as well, which is really helpful. So you might be wondering how we actually get paid in this business, because when I worked in my previous job, I was only paid one way, which is the standard of what most people get paid these days. But in our business, what I loved when I first started was we get paid three ways, which is so awesome. So we get paid a retail sales profit. So when we sell the product to one of our customers, we connect the customer with Juice Plus, and then we get paid a commission for that. So the product is literally drop ship. So we don't have to hold any stock. And we also get paid up to 25% commission, depending on the level that you're at in the organization, which is really cool. We also get paid what we call a performance bonus. And there's a few of us on the call tonight that have had quite a few of these little performance bonuses and other bonuses as well. Now, our performance bonus is what we refer to as our long-term money. And it's, geared around the people who are wanting to stay in this business for a while. And it's the reoccurring income that you get paid as a result of growing a beautiful team around you, and also empowering others to see the vision of what our amazing company does. And we also get paid instant cash bonuses, which are my favorite. So when we have different volume going through our business, the company reward us with bonuses, and they start at $100 and they go up into many thousands. So I like to think of that as the fun money. And when you start with us, we show you all the different levels that you can get to and what bonus is attached to what. So I'm going to bring this to life now, and I'm going to bring Caroline on so that she can share why she's here, what she's excited about, and a little bit about her story so far. So where are you, Caroline? Let me find you. I'm going to pin you, hang on. Review.
There you go. I unmuted me.
There you go. Hang on. I'm going to add you. There you go. Over to you, honey.
Okay, thanks, Lee. Hi, everyone. Glad you could be here, and thanks for supporting me. I've been in this community now for nearly 3 years, and I'd just like to share part of my story with you. At 13, I was sexually abused by my friend's father, and I didn't go back to their house while he was home, and then he passed away 6 months later. When I was 14, tragedy hit me hard and I wasn't coping. I craved friendship and I wagged school. I skipped classes and even went home at lunchtimes just to drink alcohol to deal with the school day, which means I failed year 12 as I was hardly there. So then I left school and my friend got me a job working in Target. And my first week's pay was like $90. And that was really exciting, actually. So I went to Target and bought a parka. And I also bought a present for my mum and dad's bar, which was pretty ironic, really. Then I got pregnant and got married at 19, and 12 months later, after having the twins, I ended the marriage. I couldn't cope with all the cheating that was going on, and money was tight, so I had to get a job, and I became a courier, which is where I met my future husband. 3 years later, we got married and had 3 more kids. So I became a stay-at-home mum, which lasted for 17 years. So I was a stay-at-home mum, but money was pretty tight. So I couldn't go out for coffee dates with my friends or go on excursions or anything like that. So it was really tight. And anyway, moving forward, all the kids grew up and left home, and I was on my own during the day as hubby was working, and I just didn't know what to do with myself because there was no kids to look after, and I hadn't worked for all those years, so I couldn't get a job because I didn't know what to do other than be mum. So then moving on from there, 3 years, or just about 3 years now, my daughter introduced me to what she was doing. She was she said she'd started something really interesting, and she said that I could do it too, and I was really proud of her for what she shared with me. And she said all I need was my phone, Wi-Fi, and willing to learn. So I thought about it, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll give it a go and see what happens. And to be honest, I just wanted to join for the community spirit and just some fun money, just to enjoy myself. I never dreamed what would happen to me personally, as it's made me a more positive person and so happy and in love with life. I've had a few promotions and bonuses, which was so exciting as they've helped me go on little trips, like we've been to Bali and to Fiji. And every month now I get a full body massage, which makes me feel aligned and free. I've learned now to have adult conversations, as it always used to be about kids. So now I just have talk with the adults about adult things. And I'm so happy and excited about the person I'm becoming, and the growth I've already had means a lot to me, all while being supported by other women. They say you're never too old to start something new, and I'm in my 60s and happy with what I'm doing. And I really appreciate my daughter introducing me to this community. It's really great. So thanks, Lee.
Oh, you're so beautiful. You've made me cry. Here I am going, I hope Bea doesn't cry today, and here I am now, I'm crying. And you know what?
Sorry.
This is the most magical part of what we do, is to see the growth that you've had in this business is so amazing. You know, just who you are and what you're doing and the people that you're sharing this with, it's absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, just to have you as part of this community we're all really blessed. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being brave and sharing your story today. Okay. So now I've got to carry on. Okay, so I'm going to pop you on mute, Caroline. There we go. Okay, so amazing story. And, you know, there's so many amazing stories around in our business. And, you know, just to be able to hear those and to share them with other people who might be going through the same thing. And I know for me, being a mum as well, when I first started, I'd been a stay-at-home mum for 6 years. And my background before having kids was I was working in a corporate IT job for 27 years in a 9-to-5 career. And it was a totally different lifestyle back then, as you know, Caroline. Before you have children, everything's totally different. I had obviously no kids. I had so much flexibility to do what I wanted to do, and I had a really great income. I was on over $100,000 a year, and just the freedom and flexibility that I had back then was so awesome. And then I met my husband. We got married. We bought a house together. And then when we had the kids, we made the huge decision for me to stay at home full time, because these days it's actually more expensive for you to go it's more expensive for you to go back to work than it is to stay at home. So everybody can probably relate to that, right? Where we would then just argue over all of these little day-to-day things, because living on one income, it just put a huge strain on our marriage. We were fighting over things like the food budget and paying off credit cards and mortgages, and we never went on holidays, which just caused so much strain on our marriage. And my highest values are fun and adventures. So through this time, although I had a great marriage, I wasn't fulfilled and I wasn't living in my values. So I made a massive decision to leave my relationship with my husband. It was probably nearly 6 years ago now, and my kids were only 2 and 4 then. So this was even more challenging for me, because I went then down to another level of income, which was a lot lower. And $440 a week on a single parent pension was definitely not enough to live on. And I just ended up with so much financial uncertainty and fear around what life was going to actually look like for us. And I got to a point where I just feel like I was stuck in Groundhog Day. You know what that day's like, where you just repeat over and over again, and it's the same thing all the time. And I just lost my independence. I was feeling really run down and exhausted, and I just couldn't keep on track. So I wasn't enjoying the days. But the biggest thing that was happening for me is that I started saying no to the kids. And every time that they would ask for something magical, what they wanted, I felt like I wasn't able to give them all the things that they wanted to do. So there's always a pivot moment when everything will change for you when you go through journeys like this. And it's that one moment when you decide that you are more than enough and it's time to start working on yourself. And that might not be on the health journey. It might be financial. It might be a personal growth journey. It might just be to add more community into your life. And that was enough of a push for me to say, like, well, what if this could be something? And I'm just going to give it a go, because I didn't have too many other options apart from to go back to work full time. And it's still not something that I wanted to do. I didn't want to let go of being around the kids. So as a single mum, it just meant that when I started, I didn't have to miss out on drop-offs. I've been able to put them into school sports. I was telling one of the girls today that I can put them into after school care whenever I need to, because I've got the flexibility to do that now. And on the school holidays, I can take them on epic adventures whenever I want to. So that one thing that I was missing out of my life before was fun and adventures. And just having a part-time income over the last 5.5 years has allowed us to create some pretty amazing magic moments. And I knew that in the beginning, I did not have money to get started, and I had no idea what I was getting into at all. But I just got my questions answered, which is what I encourage you guys to do. And I just got focused around what it is that I want, and could this create something for me to be able to give us more choices and just to dream that bigger dream. So one thing that I love to do now is to help people create an extra income to work towards their holidays or their favorite things to do, and just having that income to go towards something magical for you. And for me, that was Disneyland. So that was my dream when I first started, that I wanted to take the kids to Disneyland. And we did it. We went to Japan a couple of years ago. They saw the snow for the first time. They went to Disneyland, and the magic there is seeing the looks on their face when they're waving to the floats as they go past. And, apart from that, I've lived out some of my dreams in the last 5 years of going to America for 4 weeks, which was great. And now I just work this business so that I can do it in and around school holidays and children. And just, have a great lifestyle that wraps around family life. And someone in the beginning once said to me that all of our kids or grandkids, if you've got grandkids around, it's our job to, they've got all these amazing dreams of when they're young, they've got places that they want to go to and things that they want to do. And I feel obligated that it's my job to be able to help bring that to life. And this business has definitely been the most rewarding way to be able to do that. So if you can resonate with any of this, with any of the stories that you've heard tonight from Bianca or from Caroline, and you're wondering what the next step is, just reach out and ask and get your questions answered, and just see if it might be something for you or for somebody around you, because we can also help you reach out to somebody that's in your life as well. So if you're thinking or wondering about it, just ask yourself the question, what if? So what if this could be something that could help you create a lifestyle that you've also desired for so long? And what if it did actually work? And just imagine where your life could be in maybe 3 years or 5 years or 10 years time. So thank you so much for coming along. I really appreciate it. And I know that Caroline does as well. She shared some of her story tonight that she's never shared with anyone before. So it's really amazing to see you just be brave and to also just share that vulnerable part of your story. So thanks, everybody. Oh, okay, so I'll just stop the recording.